Centering prayer is a practice that means so much to me. I've been practicing centering prayer for over 10 years, and I've been teaching it to various people also over the years. And so I'm going to teach you centering prayer today, the way that I teach it and the way that I practice it also. Centering prayer is a form of silent meditation, usually done in intervals of 20 minutes. But I encourage you, if you're just new at this, you don't have to start with a 20-minute silent prayer period. Start with 2 minutes. If you need to, start with 1 minute. Then you can work your way up to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. There's nothing extra special about 20 minutes of silence. It normally takes us a while to kind of settle our thoughts. So if you want to start practicing centering prayer, I encourage you to find a place in your home that is relatively quiet. If you need to, you can always use your car. I've practiced centering prayer in the car before, and it works just as well if that's the only quiet place that you can find right now. So find a quiet place to pray. Make it comfortable, and then choose some kind of timer. I usually use my phone. And here I will mention there's a great centering prayer app that's available on all smartphones, and it's free, even better. So once you found a comfortable place to sit, this is the method of centering prayer. So the method of centering prayer is to first choose what we call a sacred word or image. This sacred word or image is a symbol of your consent to be in God's presence. I usually encourage folks not to choose something that they'll analyze or think about a lot. Just choose something, usually the first thing that comes to mind. So examples might be, you might choose the word Jesus, peace, God, blessing. Something with 1 or 2 syllables that you'll remember easily. So, now that you have your sacred word, and it also can be an image if that works better for you, then you're going to set your timer and begin your 20 minutes or 5 minutes or 1 minute of silence. So while you're in your silent time, you're going to close your eyes. I think that's easiest to do. And every time you notice yourself drifting off in thought, every time you notice that you're somewhere else, that some thought or feeling, image, body sensation, noise outside, whatever has caught your attention, every time that happens, or as often as you can remember it, you return ever so gently to your sacred word. So this is how I would do it. At the start of my 20-minute prayer period, I would start just gently within myself, introducing the sacred word or image, just to get myself started. And then when I notice that I've gone somewhere else in my thoughts, I very, very gently return to my sacred word or image. So what I tell people when I teach this practice is that you might find that you introduce your word or image 30 times in the course of 20 minutes. You might notice that you're constantly somewhere else, and that's okay. When I teach, I say that if you need to reintroduce your sacred word or image 30 times, that's 30 invitations you have to return to God. It's literally all good. So if you find yourself thinking a lot, and you do think a lot, we all think a lot, don't worry, don't judge yourself. Try your hardest not to judge yourself, because that's normal. And the important thing is in this prayer practice is to just keep on returning to your sacred image or word as a symbol of your intention to be in prayer, because you know what? God is already in prayer with you, already there. Nothing to worry about. So after your 1 minute or 5 minutes or 20 minutes of silence, your timer goes off, and give yourself some extra time, some extra space. Don't snap back into your kind of usual level of awareness, give yourself a few moments to just quietly come back to your center. Okay? So just to review the 4 steps of centering prayer, we found a place to sit, we've made it comfortable, we have some kind of timer. We've chosen a sacred word or image that will be our kind of centering practice for the prayer time. And then during the course of the 20 minutes, we bring ourselves back very gently and silently by introducing silently our sacred word or image. And then at the end of the prayer period, we give ourselves some gentle moments to come back to our ordinary level of awareness. So that's it. That's centering prayer. There's so much depth and richness in this prayer practice, but the method is fairly simple and straightforward. You might find it easy to begin with. You might find it difficult to begin with. And I can tell you over the course of a decade of practicing that I've had many experiences in prayer. Some prayer periods I felt like I was really just right there with God. And there are many more prayer periods where I felt distant and distracted. And that's all normal. What really counts, again, is sitting in your chair. So, I encourage you to learn more about centering prayer by contacting me, but also there's lots of resources online that you can find. Contemplativeoutreach.org is the international organization for centering prayer that has so many resources for you if you want to learn more. So many blessings to you as you try out centering prayer, and I hope that this prayer practice, which has meant so much to me, that it might find a home and a space in your life, if it's meant to be. So blessings on all your prayer, and we'll see you in the next video.